Hello, and welcome to WMW's weekly newscast, bringing you the global waste management headlines. Coming up, President Obama announces executive actions to tackle marine pollution. Bar Environmental opens new recycling facility in West Dunbartonshire, Scotland. TUV Nord certifies recyclability of Kia's sole electric vehicle. And finally, there's a rubbish exhibition on at London Science Museum. Earlier this week, Barack Obama made a video address to a US State Department-hosted conference which saw new executive actions announced to protect the oceans and cut marine pollution. The Our Oceans Conference drew heads of state, foreign ministers, policymakers, environmentalists, scientists and entrepreneurs from nearly 90 countries. Part of the action plan agreed at the conference called for significant reductions of debris, especially plastic waste, into the marine environment so as to achieve measurable reductions of marine debris by 2025. In a video message to the conference, President Obama underlined the importance of tackling the issue.
You know, growing up in Hawaii, I learned early to appreciate the beauty and power of the ocean. Of course, we also know how fragile our blue planet can be. Rising levels of carbon dioxide are causing our oceans to acidify. Pollution endangers marine life. Overfishing threatens whole species, as well as the people who depend on them for food and their livelihoods. If we ignore these problems, if we drain our oceans of their resources, we won't just be squandering one of humanity's greatest treasures. We'll be cutting off one of the world's major sources of food and economic growth, including for the United States, and we cannot afford to let that happen. And like Presidents Clinton and Bush before me, I'm going to use my authority as president to protect some of our most precious marine landscapes, just like we do for mountains and rivers and forests. These are just a few of the steps the United States is taking to keep our oceans strong and healthy. But for this effort to succeed, it has to be bigger than any one country. That's why we're so grateful for your partnership.
Scottish waste management firm, Bar Environmental, has invested in a new residual waste recycling and resource management facility in West Dunbartonshire. Colin Wallace, project manager for the company, tells us more.
It was a £2.5 million budget for the building and the plant behind us. The commencement date, we started earthworks in March 2013, started the building in August 2013. The main works involved in a project like this was the initial design, then we had the earthworks, put the pad, put the foundations in, steelwork frame and cladding, and installation of the plant behind us.
The main reason why we built the facility at Auchencarrick was largely in response to the changing demands of our local authority and commercial waste customers, particularly in light of the recent zero waste regulations which came into Scotland, which now require businesses and councils to recycle more waste and divert more waste from landfill.
The main challenge was really finding a place that would suit ourselves on the site and the planners. So we actually had to excavate about 3 metres lower here, which was about 20,000 tonne of material, to actually fit the plant in.
The Council's goals and visions relate to targets that have been set for the Council by the Scottish Government in relation to waste diversion. We're aspirational about achieving the 50% recycling target during 2014-15. We've got a range of curbside collection services and commercial waste collection services in place to permit the Council to achieve that.
South Korean car manufacturer Kia has completed TUV Nord certification for the whole life cycle, including recyclability, of its new sole electric vehicle. The new car was certified by TUV Nord using an assessment that examined the environmental impact of both the car and the overall manufacturing process throughout its whole life cycle. The assessment takes into account factors such as choice of materials, exhaust emissions, and ease and extent to which the vehicle can be recycled at the end of its life. Kia explained that its product development process is aimed at minimising its environmental footprint through 5 major steps. These steps include the use of 3D drawings at the design stage to verify recyclability, as well as detailed physical analysis of the product to further verify this. The company said that the steps also include the use of eco-friendly materials, as well as the simplification of parts design. And finally, between June 16 and September 14 this year, London's Science Museum will be turning its discarded waste into an exhibition. Joshua Safar explains.
When we throw something away, we normally don't think about it anymore. We just throw it away and it's kind of left our consciousness. The rubbish collection looks at the entire waste that is thrown out by the Science Museum in a single month. And every single thing that is thrown out by the museum, whether it's from the back of house, whether somebody's throwing away a coffee cup, every single thing is going to be documented publicly before it leaves the building. We are then going to invite the materials, the transformed materials, back to this space, to the Science Museum, to form an exhibition.
It's using the Science Museum as a case study to explore what we throw away. The aim is to get people thinking about rubbish in a completely different way, both our staff and our visitors.
For more on the exhibition, head over to the Science Museum's YouTube channel. For WMW, I'm Ben Messenger. Thanks for watching.